Roy Meets World. My name is Roy, and today I'm here at Magic Kingdom. There goes the train right there. Now, summer has officially arrived in Walt Disney World, and with it, so have the crowds, the tour groups, the heat indexes, incredibly long wait times, attractions with zero or no fast pass availability whatsoever, and then your daily half-an-hour rain shower. How does one survive here during the summer? That is actually what I want this video to be about. I want to give some helpful tips and recommendations for you if you are coming to Magic Kingdom during the summer. One of the biggest tips that should be common sense, though you would be surprised, is to stay hydrated. That's with water, not soda, but it kind of coincides with another tip that I want to show you right now. Now, it's not water, but I am feeling pretty parched, and I would like a frozen mint julep from Casey's Corner. Now, the best way to do that is to do mobile ordering. At Magic Kingdom, you have Aloha Isle, Casey's Corner, Columbia Harbor House, Cosmic Rays, The Launching Pad, Pecos Bill, Pinocchio Village House, and Tomorrowland Terrace Restaurant that all do mobile ordering. This is how you bypass the crowds and how you get your food and your drink as quickly as possible. And if you don't really care for crowds, this is the way to go. So I'm gonna go to Casey's Corner here, I'm gonna hit order food, and it's gonna show up with a list of things that you can get, and I'm gonna get this frozen mint julep right here. I'm gonna add it. All right, so I just ordered my mint julep. My credit card information is stored in my Disney account, and I'm gonna say that I'm here, prepare my order, and now we're gonna go inside Casey's Corner. All right, so I waited all of about 2 minutes, maybe a little bit less. It says that my order is ready, so I'm gonna head right inside and pick it up. And there we go, I bypassed the lines and the payment and the confusion and the congestion. And I got myself a frozen mint julep, which was really nice, really needed because it is getting hot today. Now I am heading over into Tomorrowland. Okay, now I'm going to Tomorrowland. Now, I know that I already did a video about escaping the crowds of Walt Disney World, so this video is going to be more about just maximizing your time with certain rides and attractions, staying out of the heat, and not dying. So let's go into Tomorrowland to do that. Just one little side tip though, when it comes to congested places like eateries, restaurants, and even lockers over at Universal, I think the best idea is to send maybe one, maybe two people in your party inside to deal with the transaction, to get the food, to put your stuff into a locker, because when there's a bunch of families in there, unnecessarily, that just adds 8 more people that are just congesting and clogging up the area, when really you just need a couple people to kind of do what you need to do, right, Mr. Duck? Right now going on inside Tomorrowland is the incredible Tomorrowland Expo, which is themed all around everything The Incredibles in anticipation for their movie coming out this week. There are tons of awesome, incredible banners just kind of lining all of the walkways and the People Mover. Now, speaking of the People Mover, that is where I'm gonna head right now. Here we go. Woo-hoo! That's where I just was, right down there. That is not that bad of a line for midday here at Magic Kingdom, that's for sure. People Mover is absolutely perfect to get out of the crowds, to get elevated away from everybody else, to get a perfect bird's eye view of everything going on in Tomorrowland, to end the rest of your day around to see what wait times look like, the crowds look like when it comes to food places like right down there. I love it up here. It's absolutely great, and there's never a wait for it. You can see right down there Buzz Lightyear's ride. His line's a little bit long. Even the laugh floor, even that's a little bit long today. Wow. Coming around the corner to get one of the best views. And there it is. There's Cinderella's castle right there. Nice. Right down there, of course, is the Tomorrowland Speedway. The line for that did not look that bad, but now we're about to head into Space Mountain. Oh no. Looks like nobody comes back after they go inside Space Mountain. All right, we made it out of Space Mountain, and the wait for Space Mountain right now is 110 minutes. That is a long wait. Right there, that is one of the photo opportunities, the photo pass opportunities for the incredible expo going on at Tomorrowland right now. There's another photo opportunity right there, and then right over here at the Tomorrowland stage is an event that's going to be starting in just about 10 minutes. Look at all of these incredible banners here in Tomorrowland. It's awesome.
Our Grand Circle tour is coming to an end.
All right, we're about to pull back into the station. That was a really relaxing 15-minute ride or so. Space Ranger Spin is an 80-minute wait right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and bypass that for now. And I'm going to hang a right at the Giant Incredibles Eye to head back over to the Tomorrowland stage. I guess it's really the Rocket Tower Plaza stage, but the Incredible Tomorrowland Expo has a super party time going on at 2 p.m. today, which is in about 5 minutes. So let's go see what it is.
Everyone help me welcome. Put your hands together for the long arm of the law, Elastigirl!
Hey everyone! Hi there! It's so great to see you!
Elastigirl, hi! It's so awesome that you're here!
Thanks. It's great to be here.
I mean, we're all your biggest fans. Isn't that right, everyone?
Well, it's always so great to see old friends and meet new ones.
Oh, Elastigirl, I wish I had superhero powers like you. Then I'd be really incredible.
Superpowers are pretty incredible. But take it from me, a hero's real power comes from their family.
I know when trying to beat the heat, probably the best idea is not just to stand out in the middle of the sun to watch a show, but this kind of pop-up entertainment is really, really awesome, and it's all over Magic Kingdom, so it's really cool to take advantage of this instead of waiting in a line for like 3 hours, right? Now, in the interest of the point and the title of this video, I'm gonna head right over here to the Carousel of Progress. This is the best way, or one of them, to beat the heat and relax and sit in a comfy chair and be entertained for about 25 minutes with no wait at all.
The Carousel of Progress was Walt's own idea from beginning to end. He loved it. He introduced the show at the World's Fair in New York City in 1964, and it was an immediate smash hit. Millions of people came to see it. And since then, the Carousel of Progress has had more performances than any other stage show in the history of American theater. Yeah, it looks like the Robins are getting ready to celebrate Valentine's Day today. What year is it? Oh, right around the turn of the century. And believe me, things couldn't be any better than they are today. Yes, sir, buildings are towering now as high as 20 stories. And moving pictures flicker up on a big screen. We have almost 8,000 automobiles in this country, and we can travel by train from New York to California in less than 7 days. And I even hear tell about 2 brothers in North Carolina who are working on some kind of flying contraption. It'll never work. Phew, boy, hottest 4th of July we've had in years. We've come a long way, though, since the turn of the century, over 20-some-odd years ago. You know that pilot fella, Charles Lindbergh? He's about to fly a single-wing airplane all the way across the Atlantic. He's never going to make it. And sports stadiums are springing up all over. And boy, nobody hits that old horse hide like that new fella Babe Ruth. Jazz music is the cat's meow, and there's been ads in the paper for months for a movie starring Al Jolson. Well, it's another Halloween here in the fabulous 40s. Everything is better than ever now, and we've got some amazing new wonders around the house to prove it. For instance, our refrigerator holds more food and ice cubes. And thanks to our automatic dishwasher, oh, I don't have to dry the dishes anymore after supper. Gives Rover and me more time to enjoy our evening stroll together.
Isn't it a pleasant holiday? Oh, turkey's in the oven, it's peaceful and quiet.
Yes! 300 points, my best score yet.
Well, it was peaceful until Santa brought that new virtual reality space pilot game.
Your turn, Grandma. Let's switch the image over to the TV so the resident flying ace can show you how it works. Now, it's a little tricky. Just use your game glove to fly behind the other guy and blast him with your laser blaster.
Laser blaster?
Thank you for joining us on Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. We hope you've enjoyed this tribute to the 1964 Carousel of Progress from the New York World's Fair. Please gather all of your personal belongings and exit through the doors located at the back of the theater.
There goes Mr. Incredible, right up there. Just got out of the Carousel of Progress. That was really relaxing. I really needed that today. That's the photo op that I was looking at earlier from the People Mover. And they are really just having a blast over here. There's one more photo opportunity right there, and then the last one is right over there. A little better view of this one right here. This is the new outdoor seating section of Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe. It looks really nice. But I'm on a mission to maximize efficiency today and to beat the heat, so I'm heading back through the Center Hub area and then over into Liberty Square. People are starting to line the streets because in about 15 minutes the Festival of Fantasy Parade is going to be coming right across this bridge. And see, that's kind of a tip in of itself, is that when everybody else is watching the parade, that's when you can get in some really good rides because everybody is out here watching the parade. And you know what, speaking of that, whoa! Sorry, I couldn't help myself. It's just so much fun. All right, the parade is, I think, just started just now, actually. So right there you can see the Festival of Fantasy Parade making its way down the road. Now, normally when something like that is blocking the way, I'd go right over here to Tom Sawyer's Island to just kind of be away from people. This is more of like a way I'd escape the crowds rather than escape the heat because it's mostly outdoors and unair conditioned over there. So I'm not going to go over there today. Plus, it is also closed right now, technically, because there's some bad weather kind of moving into the area, and I think over here in particular, they kind of evacuate the island a little bit earlier than they would like rides, or they would down a parade or something like that, just to make sure they can get everybody off the island safe and quickly. But that is where I'd normally go to try to at least escape the crowds, you know, and I already did that in the Escape the Crowds video that I did for attractions. Now, most people are tempted to follow the parade, but really the best thing to do is to go in the opposite direction that the parade is going, because it's going to take you an extra half an hour to get where you need to go. And look, they're mowing the grass. A little bit weird though, right? Because the grass is right over here by Splash Mountain. There's no grass on the pavement. This is pavement. Come on, Disney, get it together. Now, one of the more exciting ways to escape really more the lines than the heat is a pirate's adventure over here in Adventureland. So a pirate's adventure is a cool little scavenger hunt that you can do around Adventureland, and I think it really just kind of utilizes time really well if you don't want to stand around in a line. It is kind of hot, but you're kind of constantly moving, so I think that's a really good use of time. My first stop is going to be the Blow Dart, which looks like it's right next to the entrance of Pirates of the Caribbean. All right, I followed my map over here, and I'm going to tap my talisman right here to the Blow Dart.
Now you savages! Fire! Blast! How could that fail?
My magic has protected you this time. Look closely at my necklace. Search your map for the magical mark of a lock.
Okay, so I followed my map over here to the Pirates of the Caribbean gift store. And I'm gonna go ahead and tap my talisman right here.
That bilge rat Barbosa betrayed us all. You've got to exact our revenge. Look up there, through the door. Watch the map. It's the mark of the jungle mask. Find it on your map and it will lead you to the treasure.
It's getting a little bit windier, but I navigated my map. I followed the tiki face right over here by the Swiss Family Treehouse. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna tap right here on this skull.
Hold the anchor. Hurry! Who's hiding behind that mask? Thank you kindly, you scurvy dogs. You've shown me precisely where I need be set course. Barbosa, curse him! Quick, you've got to find the treasure before he does. Look ye to that post. You're close now. Find the magical mark of the palm tree on your map.
And it looks like our final clue has led us right over here by the Jungle Cruise. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and tap right here on the palm tree. So that was a pirate's adventure. That's a really cool way to spend 10 to 15 minutes just kind of wandering around Adventureland. I always have a lot of fun doing it. They have a bunch of different maps to do also. Now I'm getting a little bit parched again, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to Aloha Isle and I'm gonna mobile order myself a little treat because it's getting hot again and I think I deserve it, right? I've been walking around a lot. I'm gonna get myself a pineapple float. Let's see, should I do pineapple, vanilla, or swirl? I'm gonna try swirl today. I usually get the pineapple. I'm gonna do something a little bit crazy. And I am here, so I'm gonna prepare my order. And now instead of waiting in this line to order, I'm just gonna wait over here until it's ready. And there we go, this is my pineapple vanilla swirl float. And I did not have to wait in line for this, I just went up and grabbed it. So right behind my Dole Whip, which has been melting, and I've only had it for about 15 seconds, and it's since poured all over myself and my face and my shirt and my hands. Right there, that is the boat launch for the Liberty Bell riverboat, and that is not operating right now. It's been under about a 6-month refurbishment, but normally that would be one of my highest recommended attractions to do to get away from the crowds and to get really out of the heat. You just take a half-hour boat ride around Tom Sawyer Island, around the rivers of America, and it is amazing. Now I'm trying to work on this. Oh, have mercy on me, it's just melting everywhere. All right, now that I'm covered in Dole Whip and sticky as can be, I think the next best place to go to get out of the heat is gonna be the Country Bear Jamboree.
Howdy, folks. One and only original Country Bear Jamboree, featuring a bit of America, our musical heritage of the past. And right now, I give you assortment of executioners of music and song, the 5 Bear Roads.
Got a woman, she's got me. Whatever we do, we both agree. She ain't pretty, but I ain't too. The things we like and the things we do. How long is forever? How soon is now or never? How long will these heartaches linger on? And how long will my baby be gone?
Every time I meet a guy who gets me shook, all I ever get from him is a dirty look. It's the same way everywhere I found. All the guys turn me on, turn me down. Well, there he goes, he hardly knows the heart he's breaking.
Love me, love me.
I talked to him, but I don't think he understood.
There was blood on the sand and blood all around.
There are unfortunately not a lot of people out there that enjoy this show for what it is. It is art. You know what's great about a lot of these places? To escape the heat, you can also escape the rain too, because that happens every single day during the summer. All right, next up on my list is gonna be the Enchanted Tiki Room. And it looks like the show is starting right now, so we are heading right inside.
Wait, wait! We forgot to wake up the Glido.
In the tiki 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 room, in the tiki 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 room, of 13 where animals roam. In the tiki 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 room,
It's a sea like the birdies sing. Tweet, 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 tweet. Let's all sing like the birdies sing. Sweet, 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 sweet.
escape room is also so underrated. It's such a nice way to spend like 15 minutes, I swear. Now the last thing I'm gonna try to do in this area is gonna be the Hall of Presidents. All right, I am inside the rotunda, and I'm heading inside the theater to watch the Hall of Presidents.
This program is dedicated to the memory of Walt Disney. In 1971, his love for America inspired the creation of the Hall of Presidents, a place to celebrate the optimism and goodwill he saw at the heart of the American story. Walt's vision was to honor the nation by honoring the American presidency.
87 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
The presidency of the United States is a role unique in the world, an office entrusted to each president by us, we the people. Therein lies the genius of that new idea, now over 200 years old. A new idea our presidents have turned into a great American idea again and again.
Okay, I am all done with the Hall of Presidents. I'm outside next to the Liberty Bell. That show is probably one of the longer shows with one of the most comfortable seats at Magic Kingdom. So if you're just trying to get out of the heat, that is a great show to do. Now the alleged weather that closed Tom Sawyer Island never actually showed up. So the sun's back out and it's wonderfully hot, so we are going to Fantasyland now. Now the carousel is still scrimmed up and usually has a pretty minimal wait time, but I am actually gonna go over here. This is one of the best shows to do, take it out of the heat, and it's one of my favorites too because it has all the Disney characters.
Do not stop in the middle, just keep moving all the way down to your right hand side. Thank you.
Alright, I got my glasses, I got my seat, and I am ready to watch.
Oh, it's stuck up on the wall, wait, man. Look. Oh, made it through.
Woo! Zoomed in. Okay, done with PhilharMagic. That one is forever gonna be one of my favorites. It's very Disney to me. Now I'm gonna walk through the castle to do one more thing today. Well, maybe two things, because I still haven't had lunch today and I brought my lunch with me and I haven't eaten it. Well, it's a bit of a modest lunch, but I have some Fritos, a peanut butter and jelly, and then a Propel. So I'm gonna eat this real quick and then I'm gonna be doing my last thing of the day. There goes the Move It, Shake It, Dance and Play It parade. One thing that I was gonna do today was the Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom, but it's not really a way to get out of the heat. It's a good way to be active and to be doing something without just standing around in the sun. And I did the Pirates Adventure, I know. I wanted to do one of those at least today just to show that there are things to do that aren't line related and ride related. And so Pirates Adventure is probably my more favorite thing to do instead of this one, but I do need to get back into this. I have my cards somewhere and it's a little bit more involved. This is Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom. And that toot just gave away what I'm doing next, which is gonna be the train. Magic Kingdom has its bunting up in preparations for the 4th of July, coming up in about a month. Oop, I just stepped off the curb. Careful of those. All right, let's see if I can make this train, or if not, the next one.
Welcome aboard the Walt Disney World Railroad. We're about to take a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom, with stops along the way at Frontierland and Fantasyland. Now, where else can you travel from the charm of Main Street, USA, to the untamed jungles of Africa, Asia, and South America? At the Magic Kingdom, anything is possible, and we're headed straight to the heart of Adventureland. Howdy, folks. If you're just joining us, welcome aboard the Walt Disney World Railroad. We're headed for Fantasyland and to Main Street, USA. Everybody stay seated. Keep your hands and arms, feet and legs safely inside the train. As we head into the American wilderness, we'll pass by the dusty desert town of Toledo. Keep your eyes peeled for the runaway mine trains of Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Runaway train. Now I ask, is that any way to to run a railroad, looks like we're ready to embark on the next leg of our journey. Our destination is Main Street, USA. Now, everyone stay seated and keep your hands and arms, feet and legs inside the train at all times. And please keep an eye on your children. Speaking of moving, it seems like a whole lot of new neighbors have been migrating in from all corners of the Milky Way. There's that rascally Experiment 626, better known as Stitch, always up to his usual antics. Buzz Lightyear is scouting for a few good space rangers. Even the monsters of Monstropolis have taken a shine to Tomorrowland. This is Main Street Station, Main Street, USA.
All right, everyone, as we pull into Main Street Station, I want to remind you once more to please remain seated until we come to a full and complete stop inside the station. Our engineer up front will give us one single whistle, and I will give you 2 words. All clear.
Sweet, that was my trip around Magic Kingdom on the Walt Disney World Railroad. I know it's not really air conditioned or anything, but there's a nice pleasant breeze and shade when you get to ride that around Magic Kingdom. It's about 20 minutes long or so. I think it's about like 7 minutes in between each stop, and there's 3 stops. Well, I guess it's about time to wrap up this episode, right, Minnie? And Roy? I'm just kind of chilling with Minnie and Roy out here in front of Main Street, but I think I'm gonna head out front. Well, I guess I'm gonna start this episode with the train, and I'm gonna end it with the train coming in. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode. This is Roy Meets World. I do videos every month for Attractions Magazine here on the Attractions Magazine channel every 10th of the month. And if you want to follow me personally, these are some links where you can check me out. I had a great time today just getting to spend time out of the sun, away from the crowds, away from the heat and the stress that comes with a summer day here at Magic Kingdom. I ended up spending over 7 hours here today, so you can definitely spend some time here out of the heat, that is for sure. If there's any ideas that I didn't mention that you can mention down in the comments, anything that you know is a fun place to get out of the heat and have some fun, do let me know. But have fun this summer, stay safe, stay hydrated, and I will see you next month. Goodbye.